Sorry.
It's like of where I was going to put you on the list because like I don't scout goalies, don't scout goalies, don't scout goalies, right?
Yeah.
Like it's really hard. So I think I end up having you like in the early second. And like, can you talk a little bit about the rise of the Russian goaltenders? Because you look at all the Russian goaltenders that are in the NHL, but then you look at the ones that are coming up, and the prominent theme that seems to come to me is always skating base. Like that, the Russians and the Belarusian goaltenders have the best skating base for athleticism. Is that something that you see prevalent along Russian goaltenders?
Actually, like, yeah, it's. I think it's a thing about Russian goaltenders and just Russian kind of hockey school because we do a lot of skating early on as a kids, and I think it just helps like later. And I mean, we're Russians, we're tough, so we don't give up, and we just continuously working on it. And all these Russian goalies in NHL, they're incredible. And yeah, like continuous work, kind of from one day to another. I think it helps. And yeah, it starts from being a little kid and like yeah, playing hockey when you were like 5 and you're already skating pretty good compared to others. But then just continuous working.
You think that really helps with your lateral extensions and your T pushes and your cuts in terms of having that skating base in place where it allows you to be more compact in your movements when you're like extending out and coming back in.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm big. I'm 6'5", so.
You're all big. All the Russian goaltenders and they're all
Yeah.
like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, exactly. And it helps as well just to be big, present big, block a puck, and it's geometry. So if we can be big, the puck will not pass to the net. So I think that's a key. And of course, like we working on skating, and I worked on skating in Omaha when I played in USHL. I will work on it in summer. So yeah, it's all gonna help.
How did the year go for you in Omaha? Because like we tracked all your shots against you, and you were peppered. Like you got onslaught of shots on you, and then on top of that, like the high danger shots. How much do you think just getting like bombarded every game helped you in terms of like resetting focus? Because it was just like it seemed to be when I watched you, it was like one after another after another.
Yeah, you're right, but being young goalie and facing so many shots, I think it helped for me to transition to North America quickly. Of course, my season went a bit shaky because of this, and when I faced a lot of shots and I gave up a lot of goals, I was hard on myself. But then I established my game and my mental just confidence, positive self-talk, and I think it was just great for me to experience so many shots and so many like dangerous shots as well. Because if you have just shots from outside, it's not gonna help. But when I faced all those breakaways and really dangerous shots, it was just great for me, and I enjoyed being in Omaha and playing, taking number 1 spot. So it was great.
You find that you had to just mentally reset if there was a goal scored, and you're just forget about it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just kind of figured out how to focus on my own game because it's the best way how I can help my team. So if I focus on, I know, blocking and stopping the next puck, it's the best way how I can help. And so yeah, I figured out these mental tools. I worked with mental coach. My mom helped me a lot, and it was just
Russian moms are tough.
yeah, sometimes, but they're wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will say everything that you need to know. So
What's her name? What's your mother's name?
Kate.
Kate?
Yeah, Kate. So yeah, my mom helped me, mental coach helped me, all the coaching staff, they were really supportive, and they all helped me to transition and to kind of go and focus on my next games.
What was the name of the mentor? Lucas Van Vliet.
His name was Matt. Matt, yeah, he's from America. Yeah, it was like 2 brothers, Chris and Matt. They worked with like our whole team, and yeah, we could call them like every day, basically, like before game, after the game, on the weekday, anytime, and we could go through something that I'm worried about, or maybe I'm not worried about, and I'm really happy with. I could share it. So yeah, they really helped us, and personally for me, it was really helpful.
Just going back to your mom though, what was the best advice that she kind of gave you throughout all of it?
I would say that just understanding that one game doesn't show that I'm the bad goalie, and if I can really establish this self-confidence and stick to my routine, do my thing, and just again continue the hard work on every day, every game. It's the best way how I can progress and how I can be better goalie and better version of myself.
Was the plan always to come to the USHL?
Yeah, my parents again coming to them. They always told me that if I learn English and if I play hockey well, I can come to America, get a great education, and play on the pro level. So it always was my dream, and then it became possible for me to be drafted to USHL, and I just used my opportunity to go here and to play. So I guess it worked out.
And then how did the college commitment come together?
Oh, it was amazing. I fell in love with Boston University right away when I got there. It was amazing. All the coaching staff, they're incredible people. Their goalie coach specifically, I really liked how he thinks about the game and goalie position. So, yeah, everything just came together, and I felt that I belonged to this place, you know. So, yeah.
You're going to meet a guy there who does the play-by-play, Bernie Corbett. You wait. He's like a legend there. And all the players remember him. Doesn't matter if they become GMs or not. And he'll be calling you up on the phone, telling you if you had a good game or not. He's
Okay.
great.
I'm looking forward to it, you know.
How many teams did you talk with this week?
This week, 17. I had 17 interviews. Yeah, everything was really great. Amazing people, you know. Great to spend this week. It was super busy. Yeah.
Were the Sharks one of them?
Who?
The Sharks.
Sharks? No, I didn't interview Sharks here, but I did an interview through the season, like in the beginning of the season or like somewhere in the middle, via Zoom call. We did it online with our goalie guy, and yeah, it went pretty good.
It's kind of cool that the director of goaltending for the Sharks, not exactly right, he's from Kazakhstan, but still getting the Bakov, just cool that someone like that, you know, there. Have you spoken with him, met him before?
No, but it's just cool. Yeah, it's great as you mentioned to have this person. Yeah, it's great.
Did any of the interviews kind of stand out to you as like a little bit different?
I would say Colorado. Because we played some board games, and I remember beating their GM in one board game. So yeah, it was fun.
Like, was that a good thing, or was that like, oh no, I shouldn't have beat you?
No, it was a good thing. It was competitive, and I was really surprised that they did their things kind of in different way than other teams. And yeah, this more interactive interview than like. Fewer questions, but more of just games and communication during the games. Yeah, it was great, and I enjoyed it.
Do you notice on the list that the public list, they tend to have the goaltenders much later or not on the list at all? Because one, most of us don't know how to scout goalies, but you know, do you notice that in terms of like, wait a minute, why am I way down there? Why is all the goaltenders way down there?
I want to be drafted in the NHL. It doesn't matter for me like when. Of course, it would be great to be drafted like high and have my name first in the list of goaltenders, or like for second round and first round. But at the same time, it's just great to be drafted in the NHL, to be part of this league, because it was always my dream. And if like a couple teams want me, they will draft me. If not, I will be later. I'm pretty confident, so we'll see how it goes, and it's gonna be.
We'll see if I'm right, because I have you 44 on my list.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's pretty good, I think. But yeah.
What was the game that you beat the Colorado GM at?
Oh, so you know this game when you have like two sides of a board and you have a string on each side, and you need to put like the small pucks in a hole.
Okay.
Like there's a wall between those two sides of a board, and you need, with the string you need to like pull this pucks and put in this little hole. So and you need to like end up with all the pucks on the other side. It's like kids game, but at the same time pretty competitive and quick game. Yeah, so it was a fun one.
Of all the draft eligible players in the USHL, who was the hardest you had to stop, like in terms of best player?
Oh, it's really tough question because there were so many great players, and I met so many players. But I mean, it wasn't tough to stop Cole Iserman because I stopped every puck that he shot at me. He didn't score. I would say maybe like Matvei Gridin or Trevor Connolly. They're good shooters. Gridin is a great, like just he found open space, and I mean he was the best scorer in USHL like just through this season. So, I mean, yeah, it was great to experience this playing against them.
Outside of sports, what do you like to do?
Reading, playing chess, studying, yeah, just a bit video games. I'm teenager, so.
What type of video games?
Puzzle video games. I really enjoy playing them.
Okay,
Yeah.
So why do you like puzzle games?
It's just in video games, all these puzzle games that are made by little studios, and that's why they try to find different ways of just gameplay. So every puzzle game has different style of gameplay because in, like, for example, shooters, you just walk and shoot basically. In puzzle games, there are completely different ones, and I enjoy this variety of them. So.
That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Because yeah, most people are into will say like a shooter game. So
Yeah.
That's different. Thank you.
What about chess and reading?
Yeah.
Are you a pretty good chess player?
I mean, I'm solid. I play a lot. Like yeah.
Multiple times a week kind of thing?
I play like probably every day. Yeah, just play some people online chess. So yeah, if you want to play a chess game, we can.
Do you have like a chess.com ranking?
Yeah, chess.com.
Oh,
I'm 1500.
Ooh, okay, that seems pretty good.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah. You know what you're doing. And then what about reading? Are you reading chess books?
No, I mean, I remember having actually one chess book by some Russian GM, but
General manager?
no, it's
Oh,
Grandmaster.
It's all right. I know nothing
Grandmaster.
about it.
Yeah, it's Grandmaster.
Yeah.
But I read more of maybe fantasy or modern classics. It depends.
What's
yeah.
an example? What's one of your favorites?
I know probably my favorite book is Flowers for Algernon, Catcher in the Rye, something like this. Flying Over the Cuckoo's Nest, great book, amazing one. So yeah, those.
Is the chess in any way relatable or transferable to hockey, or is it totally just a hobby?
I mean, it's mostly my hobby, but I think it helps my brain to work quicker and be sharper.
Yeah.
To kind of analyze information quicker and just make decisions. So analyzing, like in the chess, I need to analyze the whole board. On the hockey ring, I need to analyze the whole zone and every player in my zone. So I think it helps, of course.
Yeah, as a goalie especially, you're seeing the whole rink, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know how things move around. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And was this something you did like as a little kid, or is it a recent?
No, it's more of a recent. I think I started playing chess when I have you watched a show Queen's Gambit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after
really?
after this,
You're one
I
of those
started.
people,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm one of those. But
No, but that's cool. That's a whole. I'm sure. I mean, Netflix just wanted to make money, but I'm sure a part of it was like, here's the growth of.
yeah,
chess.
yeah,
There's
and
an after effect.
yeah, and this show affected like the chess. It was a boom for chess. So I was one of those people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, go ahead.
Did you have a goalie that you liked watching growing up, or someone that you just kind of like wanted to play like?
Of course, like growing up, Bobrovsky was one of the goalies because he was like probably the best one in NHL and one of like the first ones actually. But right now, I admire Shesterkin, Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky, super experienced. So those three goalies, they're Russian. So I love following them, and they're just amazing players. Yeah.
What's the best trash talk you've heard on the ice? Like you probably overhear some stuff, or maybe guys are chirping you. I don't know. Maybe you're chirping.
I don't chirp anybody.
No?
But usually like somebody just says that you suck, but
That's it. That's all
yeah,
I
that's
got?
it. No, I haven't heard any like really good chirp that was like, ooh, it's a really good chirp.
Have you
So
thought of any? But you're just like, maybe one day.
I know maybe one day if I face like Brad Marchand or Brady Tkachuk, I'll face some good chirps, but not now.
That's funny. What's your first hockey memory? Like, it could be watching hockey, or playing? Like, how far back can you go? Do you remember the
Oh, I mean, I asked for skates when I was 2.5,
Yeah.
and my dad, he worked in hockey as a doctor, so it always was kind of like connected to hockey. I slept with a stick when I was like 2 or 3.
Wow.
I had a small
stick, or were you a
no,
player?
just small stick in my bed, like plastic one. I remember doing like, I don't know, maybe stretching and some ball juggling in our apartment back in Russia. So it started all like when I was super young. I remember watching like team from St. Petersburg on TV and just watching it in person as well. So yeah, skating with my dad. It all kind of was, everything was together. So
And so your dad was a hockey doctor. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
he worked for which team?
yeah, he worked in some KHL teams.
Oh,
He
wow,
worked
cool.
with Team Russia. He went for juniors, for example.
Cool.
So yeah.
And by doctor, you mean like actually like a medical doctor?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So they have like massage guy,
Yeah.
but they had a doctor who did maybe like some I don't know, more some medical stuff.
Did you meet players through him? Like, kind of go to the rink and he's like introducing you to players?
I mean,
or?
a little bit. Yeah, I remember he was healing some sauna from NHL. In our apartment, yeah, just helping him with like, I don't know, maybe a wrist or shoulder. I
And
don't
you're like,
remember.
what's going on?
Yeah, and I talked with him. I remember meeting Larionov, for
Oh, no
example.
way.
Yeah,
Cool.
I met Larionov. So yeah, with him, and like, yeah, he knows many people.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And was he helpful to your career at all? Like, in terms of like whether it's nutrition or like if you had an injury, maybe he was able to step in a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he helped me a lot. He helped me with injuries, nutrition, and with like strength. He's basically my strength coach.
Cool.
He makes my plan for summer, for like every year basically. If I need something, I can text him and he will make a plan for me to prepare off the ice. And I will follow this plan. So I was preparing for the combine through his plans.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, what a great resource, right? And
Yeah,
obviously he's
for
your
sure.
dad too. You obviously lean on him like.
Yeah,
generally,
yeah.
right?
He knows me. He knows my body well. So yeah, he's just amazing.
Was your mom an athlete at all?
She did synchronized swimming when she was like 12, but then she got injured, so she stopped.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for your time. Cheers.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.